Hey everybody, welcome to our special call that we have here in Rock Your Purpose. We are going to be sharing some tips with you on how to go silver, how to get your teams to silver, and just the basics of silver, what it means, and all of those good things. So for those of you that don't know me, I am Rochelle Osborne. I am an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus, and we have 7 children. We homeschool. Up until a few months ago, I was an Army wife. My husband since retired after 20 years in the Army. And we are a Plexus family through and through. And I am here with our friend Elizabeth, and she's going to tell her a little bit about herself.
Hello, good evening. I am Elizabeth Heffner. I'm a Senior Gold Ambassador, and I live up here in Michigan. As you can see, I'm wearing a heavier shirt tonight because it is chilly out at the end of May, goodness sakes. I am a mama of 4. My children are 10 years and under. I'm also working full-time as a physical therapist, and I love what I do, and I love how Plexus has been a great addition to helping people heal naturally, because, that's kind of what physical therapy is all about as well. So the products and the business have been life-changing for me and my family in terms of energy, bloating, sleep, rest, and just a lot of skin and other food issues that my children have had. So we are so excited to just continue to have gut healing, and I am so excited to be here to share with you tonight.
Yes. So I don't know if you guys remember, but back in March, Plexus had an incentive where they were giving away prizes and bonuses for Super Silver. And so back in the month of March, team-wide for my team, we had 12 people total that either went silver or Super Silver. And out of those 12 people, Elizabeth had 6 of those people. So she definitely has got some great tips to share here with us on how to get your teams to silver, how to train. And so we are going to go through just 10 steps, and we're going to kind of go back and forth and just go over some stuff with you. And so if you want to have your notebooks ready and your pens, it's going to be some really good stuff. But when I hit Emerald, I had 4 senior golds, I had 9 golds, and then I had 38 silvers team-wide. But for me personally, for level 1 silvers, I had 13. So silver is really the backbone of Plexus. You will hear different things about the power of 3. We're going to talk about a lot of different things tonight, but silver, what is it? Silver is the first rank in Plexus. It means that you have 3 people under you that have joined you and gone wholesale and got the welcome pack. And you had to have 3 people with 100 PV within a 1 month's time. So that is super easy, super doable. It's called your mom, your sister, your best friend, your brother, your cousin. Everybody knows 3 people that could either, want help with migraines, or want to lose weight, or want to get healthy, or want to be preventive, or want to get a little extra side money, or want to make a lot of money and bring their husbands home, whatever it is. So, when you join Plexus, you have a website. You then talk to people about it. You send them to your website. They join you. 3 people, it's silver. You get a one-time bonus of $100. But when people join you, you have $25 welcome pack bonuses. So 25 times 3 is $75. That's $175 that you get right away just for getting 3 people to join you. So it's a lot of fun, grabbing your friends, doing this together. Research shows that people are more successful when they have their friends joining you, right? So the other thing is this is how you get your products paid for. So who doesn't like to have free things, right? So we don't just get free products that show up in our mail to us with Plexus. We get cash. So we can then take that cash and we can purchase our products or use that cash for whatever we want to use it for, because, we will end up having money left over too. At least I did in the very beginning. I've been having my products paid for since the very first month. So it's been a huge, huge blessing. And it's very easy to share. One of the biggest things that you want to do when you first start is you want to write down your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you here? Why do you want to get your products paid? Do you want to bring your husband home so that you can have him be at home with you and help you raise the children? Do you want to at least let him get out of that third job or something? I mean, everybody has their different reasons of why they want to do this. Do you want to help people? I know that's a big one. That was a big one for me. I like helping people, and I really look at this as a ministry. This is a way that I can help people and still be able to be home with my kids and homeschool them and not I mean, I'd love to go volunteer at a soup kitchen, but what am I going to do with all these children, you know? So this is a way that I can minister to other people. I can pray for them and I can help them. So whatever your why is, get with your family, get a dream board together, write these things down. And that way you always can go back to that why of why are you doing this? So Elizabeth is going to start us out on our first tip that's super easy on how to get to silver.
Yes, this is probably one of my favorite things to do because I have loved Facebook since I got on. And it's funny because when I first heard of Facebook, I'm like, what is it? I don't get it. I don't know what you're talking about. So then, of course, I just fell in love with keeping up with people, seeing their kids, just seeing vacations and all of these things. So the best way to share and to start your business is to post on social media. I mean, how easy is that? And this came, and I have had people on my team that I've had to help it become more natural for them. Thankfully for me, it already came very naturally. I was already posting about healthy recipes. I was already posting about health and wellness tips or whatever, posting about my children. So to add in something so amazing and how awesome Plexus has been was actually very easy for me. And that doesn't mean that it can't become easy for you too. So that first thing that you want to do is what we call the magic post. And this is so easy because it's basically a shout out to your upline. And so you're going to help your person that you're sharing Plexus with. They're going to get on, take a cute selfie with their pink drink. They're going to do a shout out. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to start this journey that Elizabeth Heffner shared with me. She has had relief in painful cycles and having cyclic headaches, pounding head. She no longer has digestion issues. And I can't wait to see what my results are too. And so something super easy. It doesn't even have to be that many details. And this is so awesome. So you're just going to tag your sponsor. And so they're going to see it and their friends are going to see it and they're going to comment and like, and this is so awesome. So this is really sharing a lot of excitement and it gets people that are following you and that are your friends on that social media excited too. So then what you do with that, like, oh my goodness, you have people going, wait, what are you doing? Tell me more. Or liking the post or saying, wait, I want to do this too. Or, well, I want to lose weight. Will it help with weight loss? And so the easiest thing you can do then is put them in a 3-way messenger chat with your sponsor, with your upline. And that way you're learning how to answer these questions. They're going to be kind of leading that and you're learning along the way. And this is also so awesome because it takes the pressure off of you having to know everything right away. It just means you get to learn as you go. And so this is really cool. And then what you also want to do is just post consistently because it gets confusing to your people that are friends with you on Instagram and Facebook when they see something here and there. They're like, oh, wait, I thought she was doing that Plexus thing. Oh, wait, no, she's not. Oh, wait, she popped up again. And it does get confusing. I've seen this happen with friends of mine. And so sharing consistently is super important. But also there's so many things that gut health helps with and blood sugar regulation helps with that we couldn't possibly post. We'll never run out of posts to share about this. And so that is super awesome that we can vary what we're posting so that we reach and connect with more people. If you're struggling or thinking, oh my gosh, what could I ever possibly post? You're going to share your upline story. You're going to share her success or his success. And then you're going to get into our other resources we'll talk more deeply about here in a few minutes. But one of them is the Gut Health and Happiness page. Tons of testimonies in there. And those are things you copy. You save the picture and then you post it into your feed, into your wall. And this is awesome because then we can share, weight loss stories. We can share business success. We can share digestion issues. We can share how these products and this business opportunity is for everyone. This is so easy. Your sponsor's there to help you if you're having trouble with what to say or what to post. And it really only takes a few minutes a day. Takes 2 or 3 minutes to make a Facebook post, especially when you just go and copy and paste. So totally use that resource.
Yes.
We also want to vary our posts. Like I was saying, like I already was posting about healthy things. I was already sharing my children. I was already sharing fun things that my husband and I would do. And so we want to keep it like that. We want to be me, Elizabeth, with a little plexus worked in there, not plexus, 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 because people don't want to see that. They want to see you and they want to see something that is important to you. So varying the posts is super helpful. Yes. And so this was an analogy. This was not original to me. However, it really spoke to me. So just like a realtor is going to share, a ranch house, a 3-story house, a house on a lake, a house on a cul-de-sac, a house with 20 acres. They're sharing all these different houses and properties and exciting things. And they aren't going to live in every single one of those houses, but they're still posting about it, right? And they are posting that because they're meeting the needs of so many different people. And so me personally, like weight has never been an issue. However, it's still important for me to share weight loss testimonies because so many people they do struggle with that. And so, I'm still going to share those successes too. So.
Yes, those were lots of great tips. So the first tip is start posting and keep posting. So those were some perfect tips there. And all of that is super good. You're just really wanting to make sure that you're branding yourself in a way that people are going to want to follow you, if you're just riding through the McDonald's drive-thru every day, but yet you're talking about, hey, I'm doing this great health and wellness company. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you are branding yourself in the right way. Not to say that there's anything wrong with eating a hamburger every now and again, because I do love a nice good hamburger, just not from McDonald's.
Jennifer Leith says you don't drive your Plexus Lexus through the McDonald's drive-thru. You drive through with the old minivan.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny. Yes. So number 2, the second step is twofold. It is making your list and reaching out to those people that you made the list with. So your list, you want this to be a living list. You want this to be a continual list that you do and have all the time. So when you first start out, you may have what you call your dirt list or your inner circle. So you're going to people, when I first heard that, I thought, what does that mean, your dirt list? But it basically means anybody that would buy dirt from you, those are the people. So those are your close people, right? Like your mom, your sister. So those are your people that you want to, of course, reach out to first, write down first, but go through your phone, go through your text messages, go through your email, go through your Facebook friends list, your Instagram, whatever else they got in social media, Twitter, and all these things that I don't do. But write all of these things down. Go through your church directory. Look at, we call it the Franks list. Look at your friends and your family. Look at your, what does the R stand for? Relatives. Yeah. And then acquaintances, neighbors, kids connections, and then supplementals. They also have Alice, the Alice list. So Alice is acquaintances again, your livelihoods, So like your waitresses, your dentists, you know, you're just going to be friending everybody. Go to the post office, friend the person in line, you know. Your inner circle is for the I. The C is children's contacts, childhood friends, right? So your dance moms, like I have a lot of dance mom friends. And then the E is E connections. I'm sorry, I have to think here for a second. What do those things stand for? But basically, get your list. And so you want to always be friending new people too. So if you get onto if you love gardening or house decorating or whatever it is that you love, and you get onto a Facebook group, you'll make new friends in there. You'll look at the people that are in there posting and you'll see them and you'll say, well, that person looks interesting or whatever. You may go to their wall, look at their profile or whatever. And so, you know, always friending new people. So you always want to keep your list active and be a living list. You also want to pray over your list. Ask God to lead you to the right people that need either health help or financial help. And he will lead you to that. So what we always said in the beginning was get a list of 100 people. You can do whatever you want. You have 200 people, 300 people, 500 people, it doesn't matter. But get your list together and then circle the top 20. So look and see, out of all these people, who needs these products the most? Okay, next 10 people, who needs this business the most? And just kind of circle your top people. And then, of course, you're going to reach out to those people. So reaching out is very easy. I remember when I first started, though, I was very nervous. I was like, wait a minute now. You want me to reach out to people? What am I supposed to say? You know? And so I did not have any clue back then. This was 2.5 years ago when I first started. Had no idea what to say. I just kind of like, it's just about relationships and being a friend to people. So I would literally scroll through my Facebook wall and I would see that somebody would have an issue with migraines or allergies or whatever. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, have you ever heard of Plexus? You're not even going to believe this, but my aunt has been taking these products and she's been migraine free for however many months it was at the time. I forget. I think it was 2 years that she was doing it already before I was. And I just remember I used her testimony a lot because I didn't have a testimony at first. I mean, I had a little more energy, but that was about it. And it wasn't very interesting. You know, other people had these stories. So I would just share other people's stories when I reached out to people. So something that you can say, I have a couple of things to read to you. So maybe you could say something like, hey, listen, you have got to check this out. I'm sure you've been seeing my Plexus post that I've been posting about. If you spend any time on Facebook at all, winky face or something like this, right? Then you can say, I feel better than I have in a long time. And this business has given me a little wiggle room in my budget. This is amazing. Do you have 10 minutes to chat? I would absolutely love to share about this with you. Another thing is, have you ever heard of Plexus? I'm sure you've been seeing my Plexus posts. If I sent you some information, would you take a look? If somebody says something like, oh my gosh, I can't stand these migraines, they're just about to drive me nuts, then you can say something like, well, if I sent you some information on some natural relief, would you take a look at that? Leading with the business. Maybe some people are complaining about their jobs or they're complaining about, you know, how they want their husband to be home or whatever. You can say, oh my word, have you heard about how amazing this Plexus compensation plan is? Do you have 5 minutes to watch this video? And you can send them a diamond documentary of something that's relative to them. Maybe if they're a teacher or something, you could send them like a Melissa Eichenhorst diamond documentary or something like this. But just basically you want to get it's basically however you have your relationship with these people. So you're going to just talk to them just like you would anybody else. And you're sharing this just like you would share anything else. Oh my gosh, did you see that new movie? I loved it. Same thing here. You're just reaching out. Here's a cold market potential that you could say, hey, I love following you on Facebook. Your most recent post scrolled through my feed and I felt compelled to message you. I think you would love what I do. I help moms feel and look their best and earn income from home. A little or a lot. It's all up to you. Do you have a need in your life for better health or more income? I cannot wait to connect with you about this. And we can put together some different posts so that you guys can, you know, don't have to keep pausing this and writing this. But that is what I did when I was first learning what to do. I would watch videos and I would pause it and I would write and I would pause it and I would write. A dream teamer, this is an example of somebody that you really want to build the business with you. You can say, hi, I absolutely love following you on Facebook. I had to reach out to you today because you would be amazing at what I do. If you are at all interested in a serious ground floor opportunity with unlimited income possibility or residual income, this is for you. You are a successful woman, and I know you can appreciate a good opportunity. I would love to send you some information and hear what you think about this. What is your email address? I mean, you don't have to do email. You can do text. You can do Facebook, whatever you want to do. But those are just some examples of how to reach out. So now the next important piece of posting and then reaching out is a follow-up, and Elizabeth's going to go over that.
Yes, and real quick, when you go back to what Rochelle was just talking about, is really helping them see the benefit of what would be in it for them, you know, because if somebody said, hey, you could make a lot of money sharing health and wellness, I would say, I already make a lot of money working at my job, you know, or whatever. It wouldn't be appealing to me necessarily. I mean, maybe on the right day if work was really crazy or something, but generally speaking, I'm more of like, I want to help. I do love being with my family. What I'm really loving that's kind of different than my job in a hospital setting is that I am helping people that want to be helped. But the point is just really leading it around to how it could help them and relate to them, because we all have something different that makes us tick. And so asking questions helps to figure out how to best relate to them. And these are all things that you learn as you go. These are all things that there's tons of resources for, and these are reasons why you have an upline. Yes. So, all right, on to follow up. So this is a good saying, and get it in your brain. It's actually super easy, and it is called the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up, and this is so, so true. So 48% of people, they reach out and they never follow up with a prospect. 48%, that is nearly half. That is a lot of lost opportunity there. And you know what's really sad is that is a lost opportunity to help someone change their life. And I'm not saying, oh my gosh, I need to change, get this bonus for their welcome pack. It is an opportunity. I have a girl on my team, and she is more than 10 years younger than me. She was passing out at work. She was fatigued, exhausted, gaining weight. Would go home and take a nap and just whatever. And within a month of being on Plexus, she quit passing out. She was able to go home and go for a run. She would be cleaning the basement, and her husband's like, come and go to bed. Like, what are you doing? And if I hadn't shared with her, she would still be miserable. She just had a baby. You guys, she had an amazing pregnancy. She had an amazing delivery, and she is having an amazing first month with this sweetest little baby you've ever seen besides mine. But she is doing so well, and shame on me. I mean, what if I had not talked to her, So anyway, and then following up is really about helping people stay on track. I'll say to my friend, oh, I need a new foundation or whatever. And then I get busy, and I am not going to go searching through my Facebook and look for the website and all this stuff. I'm just like, oh, whatever. I'm just going to make this last as long as I can. And thankfully I have good friends. They're like, hey, it's on back order, but it's coming in. I'm going to let you know as soon as it's in. I'm like, great. Thank you. Because then it's one less thing for me to have to remember. And this is why busy moms, busy people working, all of us are busy. We're all busy. Just because I have 4 kids doesn't mean I'm busy. I wasn't busy before I had 4 kids. I was busy then too. It just maybe looked a little different, and it's easy to forget. And that's why we stick Post-it notes all over and have our planners. But it's really a courtesy. It's really saying, hey, you know what? I am so sorry. I've been so busy the last 3 weeks. I haven't followed up with you. I apologize. But I am ready to continue to answer your questions. I'd really like to help you feel good this summer, something like that. So even if you do drop the ball, it doesn't mean you can't pick it back up and rekindle that relationship. The other biggest mistake that we make is when somebody reaches out one time and they don't really hear a response, or they kind of hear no, and they're like, oh, okay, I'm done. They don't continue to follow up with that people. And really, when people are just like, oh, I'm not sure, or I'm not interested, it's because they don't have enough information. They just don't know enough. They don't understand. They don't feel fully comfortable. And we don't want to rush people into something, right? We want them to understand what's behind it and how it all works, and to help them feel super comfortable, because it's all about them being successful. And it's just like needing repetition. You know, when we are learning to read, we learn see Sam run, see Sam sit. I mean, it's repetitive, and that helped us to get that in our head and learn. When we're learning a new skill, when we're learning a new exercise at the gym, or I'm teaching a patient at work a new exercise, I'm doing it over and over and over again so that it becomes part of them. And this is why commercials, they keep playing the same commercials over and over, because it's repetitive, and that is how we learn. So really, it's just meeting them with those information that they need. No, a lot of times we think, no, you know, oh my gosh, they said, no, okay, you know, I'm going to back off. Well, of course, we're going to be respectful of their no, but it usually just means not right now. They're not quite ready. You know, there could be all these things going on in their lives that we don't know about, whatever it is. And as we continue to post, and as we continue to like and comment on their wall, and they're seeing our posts, then at some point, you know, it might be the right time. So no usually just means not right now, and that is okay. It's perfectly okay. Mm-hmm. Some fun facts here. It usually takes 8 to 12 follow-ups to get a join. So this is good. This means we're not the doctor. We're not the doctor who spends 30 seconds with the patient, walks out, says, do this and this and this, and that's it. You know, there's no follow-up, there's no relationship, there's very little information. And we want to be personal and help people succeed. And so that continual relationship building, asking questions is where that is at. This is also called professionalism. This is helping people and building that relationship. This isn't about bugging them. It really is about helping them get the information that they need. And I think we just talked about this, but just really helping them see how the value and how it could help them and change their lives. Yeah. Okay, so tools for follow-up. If you're thinking, oh my goodness, now what? I've been asking these questions. What do I do? So having them in a 3-way chat with your sponsor is super helpful, because then, you know, you can team up on helping to answer those questions. We're going to use testimonials from Gut Health and Happiness. We're going to use different videos. There's tons of video resource information in Pink Power. Your sponsor, of course, can help you with all of this. We want to like and comment on their wall. The person that we're helping and reaching out to and following up with, we want to comment on their wall so that they then are seeing our posts. And so it's kind of a subliminal almost exposure. You know, it's something that they're just going to be exposed to gradually. And so that is super helpful. Sending articles, if you Google migraines and gut health, if you Google psoriasis and gut health, any autoimmune disorder and gut health, weight loss and gut health, pardon me, then you're going to come with articles that come up with that, and you're able to send those articles. So the other thing to keep in mind when you're following up with someone, especially for someone that's like, no, not right now, I'm not ready to make that commitment, is when we think of them, hey, I just saw this post or an article about a teacher and this and that, and I really thought of you, and sending it to them, just rebuilding that relationship. We're going to use things like the new product launch. So Joyome, hello, this stuff is awesome. I have been looking for so long to find something that is not a bunch of chemicals to put on my face. And I know I have people that are looking for the same. And so sharing that with them, like, oh my gosh. And then when they say, oh, I would love that, then you can also ask more questions and share how gut health is relative to skin health too. Whiplexis was just in the news. This is awesome. The woman who smelled like fish from a super rare condition, and Probio 5 is what has eliminated or very much diminished her condition, which is amazing. I mean, hello, amazing. When you hit a milestone, or people in your team are hitting milestones, it's important to share that success, and it's important for them to see you moving forward, and it helps them go, okay, there is something to this. This isn't a fad. This isn't a quick fix. This isn't something that's going away. She actually is progressing. So this is super cool. Local events, the Opportunity of a Lifetime tour start, I think, in January or February.
March, maybe something.
They go on for several weeks because they just,
yeah.
So they're all over, all over the US. And so most people can get to one. This is a great time to take people to. It's a live event, super fun. Pardon me. And then reaching back. So again, sharing successes, sharing, oh my gosh, I just saw this teacher friend of mine. She's now meeting her teacher salary. I thought of you. I don't know if you're interested in maybe some side income or trying to stay home with that new baby that you're going to have next year or whatever. Can I send you some information? So anyway, yes.
Yes, those are some good tips. And when you just said that about the new baby, a good tip too is like if you see somebody that's pregnant, and then you can kind of write down their due date and like maybe write down 3 months later when they're going to have to go back to work. You can, write down a note to message them because, that's probably so hard. They probably don't want to go back and leave their sweet little baby. And so, they may be open to an opportunity of a lifetime with Lexus. We just never know. And sometimes like Elizabeth was saying, sometimes it's just that the timing is not right. It's just not the right timing. I like there was an example that I read here and I wanted to read it out loud to you guys. It says, for example, if I talk to somebody today it's just not the right time because they are remodeling their house, then you can say something like, okay, I totally get that. It's a lot going on. I'm going to loop back with you in 5 weeks. I'll look forward to hearing how great the remodel turned out and to pick up our conversation. Does this sound good? Like just that way you have already put it out there that they know that you're going to follow up with them. And then you write that in your planner. Okay, 5 weeks, count out 5 weeks. I'm going to follow back up with Mary in 5 weeks, So it's really important to keep yourself organized with follow-ups. You can ask Elizabeth and I what we do. We have the same planner, but it's really important to keep yourself organized. If you don't, things will fall through the cracks. And next thing you know, somebody will be joining somebody else's team because you forgot to follow up with somebody, and we don't want that. And the other thing that goes along with that I forgot to say in the reaching out session of this is, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. And if we do not tell our friends about it, I promise you somebody else will. So you have to tell your friends because you want them to join you. Everybody needs blood sugar balancing. Everybody needs gut health. Everybody needs a multivitamin, why not order it from their friend, So definitely tell your friends about this because they will join somebody else if you don't. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is handling objections. So we have our notes here, y'all. We had to write all of our little notes out and get ourselves organized last night here. So let's just forgive us if we're looking down at some things here. But handling objections. So a lot of the times people think, oh, great. Somebody just told me no. They hate me. They hate the products. I can't do this. I want you to know that objections are normal. Okay, just like we talked about in the follow-up section here, no does not mean no. It just means not right now and that they don't have enough information, not the right timing, whatever. Okay, so expect objections, embrace them. They're going to happen. Just like your kids don't want to eat their vegetables or whatever else. Objections are a normal part of life. And actually, they're really awesome because it is a way for you to have a conversation opened up with them, right? It's not something to be afraid of. I remember in the beginning, I was so afraid. I was like, oh my gosh, what do I say to this now? And I just didn't know what to say. So like say that somebody, and another good thing is you want to kind of head off those objections before they become objections. You know what I'm saying? So you could say something like, oh my gosh, I love how affordable these products are. So it's already implanted in their mind that these products are affordable so that they don't even have the words to come out of their mouth that say, this is too expensive. They're not going to say that. I mean, they may still say that, but they're not going to likely say that because you've already implanted it into their mind that these products are affordable. You can implant into their mind that, oh my gosh, it's so easy to share this. It just takes a few minutes a day, whatever, something like that. But, you don't want to get defensive. You don't want to go into convincing mode. If you find yourself in defense mode or convince mode, you want to stop that right away. We do not need to convince. Our products speak for themselves. Get into the back office and look up some of the statistics that are back there. Read about it in Gut Health and Happiness and Beyond. We don't need to be in convince mode, okay? You can use the feel, felt, found method. I just had a girl today tell me she's kind of worried about the cost. And I said, listen, I totally understand what you're saying. In the beginning, I felt the same exact way. I didn't even know that this was a thing, feel, felt, found. Like I just automatically would do that because it's a normal thing to do. You understand where people are coming from and you want to let them know that you understand and that you're there for them, right? So yes, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. But what I found was, whatever it is that you're talking about. So just educating them. When somebody says, if somebody says to you when you're reaching out or when you've done that magic post and and they say, oh, well, how much does it cost? That's usually one of the very first things that people say. How much does it cost? You don't just want to flippantly give an answer very quickly and say, oh, it's $99, or whatever. You don't want to say that. You want to ask them their health goals. And then you want to tell them a little bit about what's in it for them and how they can be benefited by it and how it can help them, because this is not about you, it's about them. And so when they know the value of what these products are, what they do, then the question will come back up again of how much do these cost or whatever. And that's when you can say, oh my gosh, they are so affordable. The triplex is only $383 a day. If you add in the X Factor, it's only $483 a day. These products are amazing. They're super affordable and they're going to change your life. Okay. Some other different objections are people say, well, I don't have enough time. A very simple thing that you can say in response to, I don't have enough time is, well, how much time do you think you need? Just turn it right back around to them and just say, how much time do you think you need? A lot of the times people just get this idea in their head. They think it's going to take all this time. They don't know. So just ask them, well, how much time do you think it's going to take? I'm a mom of 7. I work it in. I fit it into the nooks and crannies of my day. Elizabeth's working full time and has 4 kids. You make time for what you want to make time for, okay? Another thing, it's too expensive. I understand. It was tight for us too, and I felt the same way. But what I found was it was saving me money by cutting out soda, coffee, energy drinks, whatever, and my health is worth it, okay? Another thing is, I don't have the money to do this. This is where you can really talk about the business opportunity and say, listen, I will help you. We have a lot of really good systems in place, but this is an amazing compensation plan that can really help you. There's a lot of different videos out there on how to overcome objections. So we won't go into all of these different examples, but just know that your upline is here to help. And if you're having trouble overcoming objections, we can direct you to some different videos and we can help you with some wording. So just reach out to your upline. And Elizabeth has the next step.
And I'm going to add on to that really quick.
Yes.
So the other thing is when people start, asking about costs and stuff, is just reassuring them, like Rochelle said, these products are super affordable, and also saying, I'm here to help you save the most money, and just kind of reassuring them, but also then relating it back to how it's going to help them. And then the other thing with feel, felt, found is that even if you didn't feel exactly that same way, but of a situation, you can share that too. So I'm a physical therapist. I help people with hip fractures and surgeries and strokes and all kinds of other things. Get up, move around, walk again, sit up again. I mean, you name it. I have never had a stroke. I have never broken a bone. I have never been in a major car accident, praise God. I mean, but I can still help these people because I can say, oh, I am sorry that you're going through this. Oh, I'm sorry that you feel that way. Let me see if I can get you some more information. Or I'm here to help you. We can do this together. And just being really reassuring, and that really helps people feel more at ease. And it's not okay to say, well, I don't understand why you would feel that way. That's ridiculous. That's not okay. Because I've never had a hip fracture, so I can't say, patients will say, well, your leg isn't, they'll say to me, you didn't break your hip. And I'll say, you're right. I haven't. And I am sorry you're going through this. And I understand that must be really painful But what I can tell you is I've helped a lot of people, and I can tell you the sooner we move and get up and do these things, the sooner you will feel better. And so just saying, like, I can't say to them, well, the guy down the hospital hallway here in this other room had a major stroke and all he can move is his right arm. So guess what? You have it so much better. Get over it. Get up. I mean, that's not helpful, right? That is not helpful. It is about them. It is about how they are feeling and how they're perceiving this situation, not about anyone else. So don't compare.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Love that.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay, so we're ready for closing the deal?
Yes.
Okay, this is so fun. This is so exciting. This is a really exciting part of this whole thing. And this is where putting people into that three-way chat with your sponsor is super helpful. So you don't have to wait until they're signed up and joined under you to put them in a three-way chat, because it's going to help with third-party validation too. I mean, I can't tell you how many times is it we're telling our kids, like, hey, do this or that. And then the neighbor that they love comes by and says, hey, don't do this and that. And they're like, okay, like sometimes we just need to hear it from someone else. And it really does give that third party validation. It gives a more objective opinion, and that is awesome. So asking lots of questions. So, what are your health goals? What is it that you're most concerned about? What is it that oh goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to read through all of this. What is it that you liked about this or that? Because what we're doing through this time is we're sending them an article or a video or a testimony. What did you like about that testimony I sent you about my friend Callie, who no longer has debilitating migraines that make her feel like she needs to go to the hospital? Oh, wow, that was really cool. I felt this, I can so relate with that. Or, do you have any questions regarding this video I sent to you, or whatever it is? And then when you've answered all of these questions, you're going to say, well, are you ready to get started? Because we want to kind of ask them that because it gets them off the fence. And if they say, no, I'm not, I need to wait till payday. Okay, I'm putting you on my list for Friday, or whatever day you set. Okay, I'm putting you on my list for next Tuesday. I'm going to contact you then. Set the date, tell them so it's not a surprise. Don't say, okay, I'll wait for you to get back with me, because they're not going to, and it's nothing personal. It's that we're all busy. And then if they say, yes, I am, then you say, all right, it takes 10 minutes. Can I give you a quick call and I'll walk you through the steps so I can answer any questions as we go? If they say, no, I don't have time right now, set a time. Okay, I have tonight between 7 and 9. Does that work? Or I have tomorrow between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Whatever. If they're like, no, okay, you know what? I really like to help people and walk you through, but I also have step-by-step directions. So I could send those to you if that would work better. And then the other thing that's really helpful is say, well, if you can't get on a computer, I am more than happy to get onto the computer and put your information in for you. Now, obviously, I don't do this for people that I'm not close with, because of the information that we are putting in there. But if it's someone I'm close with, family, really good friends, I will make that offer. Yes. So if they say, no, I'm not ready, you can just ask them, well, what information could I get for you that would help you feel more comfortable to make a decision? And so again, we're answering those questions, and you can ask them, you've tried changing your diet. I remember you worked so hard at that and you did such a great job. I remember when you took that medication that the doctor recommended and it made you really sick, and, this and that. And so, what if this could help you? I mean, what if this could really change everything for you? And ask them that, and they'll say, well, I've tried everything else. What do I have to lose, kind of thing. So anyway, yeah, that's what I have for that.
Yeah.
And there's lots of, there's actually some really great videos on closing the deal as well that we can link back to you too.
Yeah, exactly. Closing the deal is, sometimes people struggle with it. Sometimes people don't. It's just one of those things. So yeah, we're definitely here to help you with all of that. So the next step number 6, is consistency and commitment. Okay, so guys, when we take these products, we cannot take them once every 3 days, once every week, once every 2 weeks. If we do that, if we take the products partial time, we're going to see partial results, right? It's the same with anything else. If we go to the gym only once a month, we're not going to be expecting to have gigantic muscles and be ripped. It's just not going to happen. So it's the same with anything else in life. So you want to be consistent. You want to be a product of the product. You want to take your products properly. You want to be patient with your body. You want to drink your water. You want to know that this is, and let your teams know underneath you that these are not a quick fix. These are health and wellness products that take time. Educate yourself so that you know what these products do. They weed, they seed, they feed, they protect our gut garden, okay? They focus on healing, and healing takes time. You think about what we do at every meal of every day, of every week, of every month, of every year, for however many years we've been alive. That's a lot of gut health going on in there. It's not going to happen overnight that we get our bodies healed. It's going to take time, okay? It takes 6 weeks to 6 months to balance the gut, and it takes 90 days to regenerate healthy new cells in the body. So you want to be on these products for a minimum of 3 to 6 months. And when you are telling your friends about this, you want to tell them the same thing. Hey, these are not a quick fix. If you're looking for quick weight loss that's going to happen in 2 weeks, you come to the wrong place. This is about healing the body, and this is not a quick fix. This is about health and wellness and healing the body. You say what I just said, okay? You want to give these products a minimum of 3 to 6 months. So when somebody joins you, you of course tell them to get their welcome pack, because that's the easiest way to go. It's the cheapest way to go. It's the best thing for them. They get it the best price. So then you tell them, get your subscriptions on. You're going to save the most money by being a wholesale customer. And now you're going to put your subscriptions on because you want to have a minimum of 3 to 6 months. All these testimonies that you see where people say aging backwards and all of this, it's because these people have been on the products. I myself have been on the products for 4 years. Okay, so these products are made. I mean, I've been on vitamins my whole life, so this is no different. They're just different vitamins now that actually work, and and I get paid to take my vitamins now. Versus before I didn't have that. So just educate yourself so you know what these products do. They aid in detoxification. They balance your blood sugars. They oxygenate your blood, making your body more alkaline. Diseases cannot live in an alkaline body, but all of that takes time. The first month, you're usually going through a detox process, okay? It takes time, all right? So this is about long-term sustainable health, okay? So that's the products. Now, just like with the products, you want to be consistent. You want to be consistent with the business. If you're trying to go silver and beyond, whatever you're trying to do, whatever your personal goals are, you want to be consistent in your business and what you're doing. So we just talked about posting on Pink Power, posting on your wall, reaching out, following up. Those are the 3 core things that you need to be doing consistently, right? That's why those are the top 3 things that we talked about here. So if you're not doing these things, then you're going to see partial results in your paycheck. It's the same thing. So we have this thing called IPA, and we have little accountability chats that we do each month. And so IPA stands for income producing activity. And if you don't know what those are, you can get with your upline and they will get you connected into the chats. But basically it's 5 days a week, and you're going to do 3, 2, 1. You're going to do 3, reach out to 3 new people, post 2 times a day, 1 personal, 1 plexus, and then follow up with at least 1 person. I always do more follow-ups than just 1 person, because if you're reaching out to 3 people, then you're going to have to do more follow-ups, right? But that's just kind of an easy, simple thing that you do. Another thing that I really like, it's called 321 ATM. And I want to introduce this, I think, in our next month that we do. So this is a little sneak peek of what we're going to be talking about here. But A stands for add to the testimonies page. T stands for tag them in the testimonies page, and M stands for message them about said post that you tagged them in. So that is just a cute little thing that that's a good way to reach out to people. Hey, did you get a chance to watch that video that I tagged you in the Gut Health and Happiness page? That's a way to reach out and then go back and follow up, okay? So the accountability chat's super, super important. And the other thing that you want to do while we're talking about consistency and commitment, let's just add another C in there. you want to be coachable and you want to listen to your upline, we are here to help you. There are things that we have learned along the way that we can pass on to you. And so be coachable, listen to our recommendations. Like if you have a new person that joins you, they're going to come to you and ask you what are your recommendations, because they know that you've been doing this for 4 years or 4 months, whatever it is, right? And so, when we say you're going to want to make sure you drink all your water, it's really important to drink all your water, they're going to want to listen to us, right? Same thing in the business. If we say, hey, if you want to grow your business, you're really going to need to post every day. And if somebody says, well, I don't like to post on Facebook, that was me. I didn't want to post on Facebook, but I had to get over that and do it because that's what my upline told me. And she said, if you want to be successful and you want to get your products paid for, this is what you have to do. And I'm like, okay. So I had to learn about how to post on Facebook and how to like and comment and how to use the search bar and all these things. I didn't know anything. Okay. So anybody can learn anything. You just got to have the right mindset. So that was post number 6. Topic number 6. We're now going to talk about number 7 with Elizabeth. And I'm trying to talk fast because we are getting close to our hour mark here.
Okay. So go on to duplication.
Yes. Your turn. Duplication.
Yeah. So duplication. So this is all about all of these things we've been talking about and then helping our people do the same. And it's going to start with helping them be consistent by getting a welcome pack, because that's the best cost, most efficient way to do it. And then turning that subscription order on, because this is not a quick fix. And you know what? Praise the Lord, it's not a quick fix. We did not get sick in a day. We didn't get sick in a month. We didn't have these issues in a month's time. It took years to get this way. For some people, years and years and years and years and years. For some people, a couple of years, whatever the case is. And so really, and it's also super awesome. Like I share this, like, you know what? I don't have to worry about it. I know I'm not going to run out of product. I tell them, you're going to be calling me saying, I ran out of my pink drink. What am I going to do? Are you working on Friday? And so it really is about them. Like this is to help you be consistent and something you don't have to worry about. And honestly, I've been checking out Amazon, trying to get as many things that I can subscribe and save that we need, that now I don't have to think about when my dishwasher soap is arriving. I don't have to think about when I need to go buy it, when I need to get it from Sam's, nothing. It just shows up at my door and it is awesome. So then, just educating all these things that Rochelle just said, it takes time to heal the gut. We want you to go wholesale. We want to add people into our resources. So again, the 3-way chats are just so important. Welcoming them into the Pink Power page, making sure they're in our gut health and happiness page. And then we have the Pink Powerful training page. Now this page is amazing. The graphics are beautiful. There's so much amazing information in there. It's so easy to go up to the search bar, search, whatever it is you're looking for, and find it in there. We have our duplication page, and this is super easy to go in and copy and paste a water information, how much water you need, sending that to them super easily, sending them a how to take your triplex video that Rochelle did, super easy to send that off to them, copy paste. We have our team calls Monday night at 9:30, and this is super amazing to hear all kinds of different perspectives and information on how to do this business well. We have our Thursday night book clubs, and Rochelle's going to talk even more about personal growth and development, but this is one piece of book club is personal growth and development, which is amazing. We have post bumper chat. So when I post like, hey, I just put my post up, but I'm headed out to work. Can you please comment on it? I'll make rounds at lunchtime, and then I can go and post on or comment on other people's posts so that more traffic sees them. Huge resource. This is super helpful. And then just plugging into the team culture. This is more than just a thing that we do. This is coming together and becoming, I feel like Rochelle and I have been friends for a very long time, and we've seen each other in person twice. But I know I can say, hey, I'm having a rough day. I need you to pray for me. And I have that with my upline. I have that with my people. I'm so sorry you're having such a hard time. I'm going to be praying for you. Or, wow, you have a really big test coming up. I'm going to be praying for you. And so just really plugging into that, staying supportive, just really finding that support in a way that's frankly easier for busy people to do, because I don't always have time to go to 6 play groups a week or 12 mom groups or this Bible study and that Bible study and everything else. That is important too. Like in-person fellowship is absolutely important, but this does kind of help fill in the gaps when we do have those really busy times in our life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. So this, again, is just really encouraging our team to do all of these things as well and getting them plugged into what we've just been talking about and repeating over and over and over again. Power of 3, we call it. 3 people, silver, help them go silver. And then it's that simple. And that's how we're going to grow.
Mm-hmm. And, they say that duplication, network marketing without duplication is just another job. We don't need any more jobs, right? So you want to be duplicating. You want to be teaching your teams, how to do all of these things, getting on 3-way calls with them, talking to them, because if we don't do it, then, there is sometimes, people that just are sitting there and they're not growing and they want to grow and they don't know how to grow. And so you definitely want to be helping your teams grow. And so recruiting is you're just adding people. You can be a rock star recruiter. You can go in, you can start adding all these people, recruiting all these people, but all you're doing is adding. When you are duplicating what you know and passing on to your team, then you're multiplying. And we all know that multiplication is faster. I do this with my homeschooling with my kids. Multiplication is faster than adding, guys, So you definitely want to set the pace for them. You want to lead by example, because then they're going to follow what it is that you're doing. Another good thing with talking about duplication is just a simple, tiny little tip. But when your upline tags you in something, like it so that they know that you've seen it, and then go through and tag your downline. Like, do what your upline is doing. So if your upline, tags you in a post like, oh my gosh, you really got to watch this video, it's so good, then you want to watch that video and then you want to tag your teams in it, So just duplicating all of these things. Everything that we're talking about here tonight, you want to do these things and duplicate them down the line, okay? So I think that was it, right? On duplication and resources. Okay, so next thing is mindset and belief. This is huge, huge, huge. I cannot tell you how huge it is, okay? Mindset is a set of beliefs or way of thinking that determines behavior, outlook, and attitudes. My husband can describe all of this a whole lot better than I can, but I wrote a couple of notes here to just remind myself of what I'm talking about here. So your conscious mind has 3 options. It can either accept, reject, or ignore. The subconscious mind has to accept what the conscious mind tells it. So your subconscious mind controls your attitudes, your behaviors, and your actions. So with that information, what are you feeding your mind? Are you feeding your mind good things, positive things, or are you feeding your mind negative things? I like the verse, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, in Philippians. And, I have my positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are super important because when you say these things over and over again, in the morning, like Matt was saying, that if you do this in the morning when you wake up, and then if you do it at night, it's something to do with your mind and the door that's opening as you're waking up and then closing as you're going to sleep. And it's something to do with the mind, conscious mind and subconscious mind. And I can't explain all the scientific things behind it, but it's important to say your positive affirmations in the morning and at night, is what he said. So some of the things that I wrote down for my positive affirmations is, I am a rock star and my team is full of rock stars. This business opportunity is like no other and everyone wants to be a part of it. The Lord is blessing this business as we are helping so many. I am proud to be a network marketer and proud of what I do. Everyone will know what I know. Consistency and gut health, and everybody will want to stay on these products forever. I am the master of retention. Just little things like that. I am a daughter of the King, and I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, to include working this business, helping others, and not neglecting my family. I am a good leader in equipping my team to be good leaders. So those are just some of mine. I have a whole bunch more, but you guys can write your own down of whatever. So basically, if you are struggling in an area, What you need to do then is write the opposite down. So like say that you're having a problem with signing people up. Then you can say, I am a master recruiter. Like you're going to say the opposite of whatever it is that you're struggling with. And then what's going to happen is you're going to say that so many times that your ears, your eyes, your mouth, everything is going to be connected with it. And you're going to then, your mind is then going to believe it. Okay. You want to push your fears aside. You want to do things that are scary. We all do. Read The Magic of Thinking Big. This is a great, great book. So that's just kind of touching on mindset. You also want to have belief, okay? You have to have belief. If you want to be successful in this business, you have to have a proper mindset, but you have to have belief. You have to have belief in the products. You have to have belief in this business and network marketing as a whole. And you have to have belief in yourself. If you are lacking belief in any of those areas, it's going to come out. People are going to see it, and it's going to affect your business. And it can make it to where you get stuck. And until you get over that, then you're not going to grow past that. Okay. So some things that you can do if you are lacking belief in yourself. You can read books. Switch on your brain. This newest book that we're going to be starting on Thursday in our book club at 9:30 on Thursdays. There was that little plug-in. That is a really huge book on mindset and how she gives a lot of, I've only read a few parts of the first chapter, but it's really fascinating. And she talks about how it's basically how a Bible and the science come together. And she's going to go over a lot of these things about how we can rechannel our brain and we can retrain our brain. Okay.
Called neuroplasticity.
Exactly. Neuroplasticity. Thank you. My physical therapist friend who knows all the medical things that I don't. Positive affirmations, like I just read, be confident and bold, like be confident in yourself, like believe in yourself. You are put here for a purpose. Like God has a purpose for your life. Mm-hmm. And just know that. It's like Veggie Tales. God made you and he loves you and he thinks you're special. Like you just think about these things that you listen to or that you tell your own children, right? So belief in the products. Look up the ingredients. Go individually and look up the ingredients on Google. Look up blood sugar balance and thyroid, gut health and thyroid, inflammation and thyroid. Like there's so many things, the timer just went off. There's so many things that you can do to look up and to know about what these products are doing. Get into your back office and look at some of these videos. They didn't have this when I first started. They didn't have all these awesome videos like they have now. They've got scientific studies now. Just look up some of these things, okay? Read testimonies in the Gut Health and Happiness and Beyond page, for Pete's sake. Like there's all these people that we know, like almost all of them are from Pink Power. I mean, Pink Power alone, this is all of our testimonies. We're real people. Okay. The business and network marketing, watch Diamond documentaries, get on these team calls, get on these book clubs with us. Do you know that every 12 seconds, somebody opens up a home business, becomes a network marketer? Every 12 seconds. That's insane. Like people want to do stuff with their lives. So that's why another reason why I say reach out to your friends, because they want it. They're looking for a change. Okay. The other thing is the movie industry makes $90 billion annually. Do you know that network marketing brings in $180 billion annually? Double. Okay. So definitely got to get that belief. And if that doesn't give you belief, I don't know what does. Okay. So another thing that I want to tell you, and this is something that you can share with your team or a prospect or whatever. If you are new, I had to write this down because it was so good. If you are new, do not block your healing or your success in the products and in the business with skepticism. Okay. What we just talked about with the neuroplasticity, science proves that skepticism, doubt, and disbelief block the healing channels in our body. They block dreams from coming true, and they block blessings from the Lord. So you need to get rid of that skepticism, that negativity. Negativity breeds negativity. If you have negative people in your life, you need to find some positive people to hang around with. So just some tips for you on mindset and belief. And number 9 is the power of 3 with Elizabeth.
All right. We just went to Plexus Church. That's called Plexus Church.
Yes.
Really quick, this is my planner. So I put my dream board in it. And then this is just some of my positive affirmations. So I've stuck them in there on sticky notes. And then I'm always like, oh, I got to write this one down. And then I have sticky notes on my mirror and I have sticky notes on my nightstand. And it just is what it is. But it's one way to do it and just have that
We
out.
love sticky notes. Whoever
Oh,
invented sticky notes, I wish it
yes.
had been me.
Yes. So, okay, power of three. So the key to success is going silver, the power of three, and doing this with our friends and family. It's so much more fun. It's so much more uplifting, and it's really just a team approach. So your mom, your sister, best friend, your brother, your cousin, getting them to get involved, get that welcome pack started, get the subscription on so that they can be successful. And I have been hashtagging it in chats, like get your subscription for success turned on, or just saying this is your subscription for success and really relating it to them. And you really want to get the most out of your investment. So let's help you be consistent for 3 to 6 months. So again, 3 people is the first rank of silver. This is a minimum of $175 bonus. So 3 people silver equals $100 bonus. And every time a person joins us, there's a $25 welcome pack. And that's for a single. If they happen to order double because them and their spouse are getting started, that's a $50 bonus. This is cash in your pocket. So woohoo, you know. Duplicating this down, so helping our people get to silver, super helpful. And then, you know, really it is just that so many people, like saying, you know, I bet you could think of some people that need help with weight loss or migraine relief or digestion issues, or they're just exhausted. You know, we used to think, oh my gosh, it's normal to take a nap every day because I have 3 or 4 kids. No, it's not. I don't even sit down most of the time during the day anymore. And so that is it's just not normal. I mean, I feel better than I did 10 years ago, honestly. And I'm doing a lot more. Helps with blood sugar regulations, sugar cravings, helps, oh gosh, I just said on and on. Helps with exhaustion. So when we are helping someone get signed up and we say, can you think of anyone else that would like to, you know, lose weight, if that's their goal, to lose weight, if you can think of anyone else that suffers from migraines, if you can think of anyone that just really craves sugar, or if they just have like strength goals, strength training goals. We have a full call in Gut Health and Happiness that Shantae Fulk did because she is like this super bodybuilder. It's amazing. And Plexus has changed her competition. It's changed her body composition more. You know, she hasn't, anyway, it just has, you have to watch it. So, pardon me. We also get paid on those welcome pack bonuses 4 levels deep. Mm-hmm. So that's amazing. And then we're also getting these pay points. So as people are reordering, we're getting what we call pay points. And then this also helps to go money to our pockets. Sorry. We're going to train our people to just do what we did. Multiply, multiply, multiply. We're going to go wide. Mm-hmm. And we're just here to help. I mean, that is what it comes down to. The more people we're helping, the more amazing we can share this business and product opportunity.
Yep. And you know, we should have had a little graphic up here, Elizabeth, right? Because you have the person, and then we get the three people to silver, right? And then this person gets their 3 people to silver, and then this person gets 3 people to silver, and then this person gets 3 people to silver. Next thing you know, you have 9 people here. And it's just the power of 3. So it's training your teams and helping them to get their people to silver. You want to help them to get their products paid for. Who doesn't want their products paid for? I mean, really, you know, who doesn't want extra cash? But you have to help them. People don't know what to do. And a lot of times people might think, yeah, this isn't for me. I don't really want to do that. But they don't even realize how easy it is. So implant in their mind how easy it is. Like, listen, guys, it is really easy to get your products paid for. And, you know, nobody has ever said, well, yeah, I didn't really like that Plexus paycheck that they sent me. I'm just not going to feel like doing that, you know. So silver is where, like we said, it is the backbone of this business. And so, but you can't just stop at getting yourself to silver. You want to help your friends get to silver. Brenda Martin, she is a diamond in Plexus. She is a mom of 11 and she's amazing. She got to Emerald by only having silvers on her team. Just a bunch of silvers, like 40 silvers, something like that. So definitely silver is huge. Definitely help your team to get all of them to silver. Okay, so the next step is step 10, and it's the last step, and we went over our hour, Elizabeth, but that's okay. We tried to stay within an hour, you guys. Thanks for hanging with us still, whoever's here on with us. So personal growth and leadership. We stuck these two together because they go together nicely, okay? You want to have personal growth. It is super important. You want to take at least 15 minutes a day to have some time to read these different books that we have. I don't know if you can see behind me, but my husband is a John Maxwell coach, and he has like all the John Maxwell books back there and then some. Okay, so you want to be reading these books. What I do is I get up in the morning and I spend time with the Lord, and we have our quiet time together, read my Bible, have my prayer time, and then I go into my personal growth and development, and I will underline it in the books. I'll take notes and kind of just like reflect on it, and then I'll do my exercises. And so when I'm doing my exercises, I can focus on what I'm maybe having more prayer time, or I focus on what I've just read. Okay. So, personal growth, personal growth cannot happen if we choose to remain comfortable. We have to get out of our comfort zone. Okay. Getting out of the comfort zone is where the magic happens. And you don't even want that one little tiny pinky toe sticking inside of the comfort zone. You want to get out of the comfort zone. So you intentionally want to push your limits so that you can grow. Okay. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. That's kind of more a mindset thing, but I had to stick that in there, because when you have personal growth, you'll be able to handle objections better. It's going to stretch you and grow you. It's going to make you a better wife, a better mom, a better husband, a better friend, a better Plexus business owner. You'll be able to take those no's better when somebody says, no, I don't want this, not right now, whatever they say. You're going to be able to know how to handle that better, okay? You're going to have to be able to overcome those objections better. You'll know how to train your team, and you'll know what to say to them. That then kind of leads me into leadership. Lots of great books on personal growth with John Maxwell, lots of great books on leadership. He is the leadership guru. Okay. So we can give you guys some recommendations if you need them. But I definitely suggest get on this book club that we're doing this Thursday, Switch on Your Brain. Okay. They're every Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time in Pink Power. And then we will have breakoff sessions that are in here in Rock Your Purpose. But LEAD, I wrote down an acronym for what LEAD stands for. L-E-A-D. L is for learning, E, experiencing, A, applying, D, developing others, okay? Leadership is where you can be a steward of people, where you can have that servant's heart, servant leadership. So, anything that you want to do, and this is not just with our Plexus businesses, this is with being a mom, this is anything, okay? We want to lead by example, okay? So specifically to our Plexus businesses, you want to be on the team calls. If you are wanting to grow a team and do all of these things that we're talking about, be a good example to your team. So be on these Monday night calls. I know we kind of skipped Pink Power's call tonight, but this was an important call that Elizabeth and I needed to get on here. We got Memorial Day coming up and things happening, so we wanted to get in here and make this very special call for you guys. And we have gone a bit long, but that's okay. We got important, lots of good things to say here. So be a good example. Be on the team calls. Make videos for your team and post them in the team page. You can use Rock Your Purpose page. You can use Pink Power. We usually use Pink Power more so than we do Rock Your Purpose, but you're welcome to use Rock Your Purpose if you want to. It's smaller. Maybe start out in Rock Your Purpose and then move up to Pink Power, whatever you want to do. But make some posts and some videos for your team. Be on the book clubs with us. Do your IPA. Get involved in that accountability chat and ask your teams to come with you and do this with you. Help get them to silver. Get on coaching calls with them. Listen to your upline. Be coachable. Get in those three-way chats with your people and develop relationships. This is why Elizabeth and I have such a great relationship. It's because Debbie, her upline, my downline, connected us in our three-way chat, and we have become fast friends. Okay? I can't tell you how many friends that I have from Plexus that I would have never had if it weren't for Plexus. It's amazing. Okay? So friend your teams and friend your downlines teams. Whenever they get a new joint, hit that friend button and immediately friend these people. These are your new friends and they're your team, okay? If you're local, get together with your local people and have a great team culture. Do events together. Don't even just do events together. Do something fun. Like, don't even do an event. Just go out to dinner together. Go out for coffee. Go get a manicure together. Whatever you want to do, okay? The other thing is those are all the things that you should be doing to be leading by example that is going to be positive for you. But the other thing is your team is going to follow you in whatever you do. So if you're doing nothing, then your team is going to follow you and they're going to do nothing. If they don't see you, they can't follow somebody that they can't see. So get out there and post in Pink Power. If you see something that's motivational, a good Bible verse or, whatever that like speaks to you, post it in the team page. Your team's going to see that. Oh, so-and-so posted in Pink Power. They're going to go and they're going to look. That's another reason that we love post bumpers. Anytime, I do miss some, I'm sure sometimes because I can't possibly keep up with every single thing. But when I see that people in my downline have posted inside of Pink Power, I get over into the post bumpers chat and I'm like, hey guys, take a screenshot. I'm like, so-and-so just posted in the team page. Can you guys go and tag your teams in that? Can you go show them some love? It is important to support your upline, your downline, your sidelines. It's important, okay? So be coachable, run with your runners and walk with your walkers. I mean, this is the deal. That's hard for yellows, okay? Because everybody's important to me and I want to help like my entire team, right? But you just are going to match your people's energy. So if people are saying that they want to do something, like, hey, I want to do IPA and I want to get to gold or whatever it is that they want to do, then you work with them because they're expressing that to you. If somebody's just sitting over there and they're not saying that they want to do anything, you can still love them. You can still pray for them. You can still ask them to come along and join you. But you're going to just match their energy. Everyone is valuable. Everyone is special. We love everybody on our team. But you're going to find that the bigger your teams get, you can't help every single person. So that's why you need the duplication. You've got to be able to train your team so that they can be training their teams and you run with your runners, okay? And you develop leaders. So that was all that I had for that, unless you had anything to add to it, Elizabeth.
I think we went to church again. So.
We went to church again. We had church twice in one night. Okay, so to recap really fast, and then we're going to end this amazing call. So we had our 10 steps. We had just start posting. We had make your list and reaching out. We had follow up as number 3. Number 4, handling objections. Number 5, closing the deal. Number 6, consistency and commitment. And I threw in coachable for the 3 C's. Number 7, duplication and resources. Number 8, mindset and belief. Number 9, the power of 3. And number 10, personal growth and leadership. So these are just some really simple steps. I know we kind of went over them in detail here. It definitely could have been a short little post here or a short little post there, but it's nice when we can have everything all in one encompassing video. We did think about making it into 2 different parts, part 1 and part 2, because we figured we may go a little long, but this is at least easier so then we don't lose part 1 with part 2. And so you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was adding value to you. Definitely tag your teams in the recording. We're going to get it into the team page. And definitely make sure that you are duplicating these things down to your teams and just loving on them and having fun. Like, this business is supposed to be fun. So have fun with your teams. So anything else, Elizabeth?
No, I think it was wonderful. I'm so glad that we were able to do this and get all the information in one place.
I agree.
And really all of these steps, like there's even more information than the details we gave you. And that's why you have an upline. And that's why you have these amazing people that you're working with, is to point you into even, more specifics. So.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.